Greetings and gratitude to all light forms and life workers who have found this cosmic magician only card party. I am your cosmic magician, the MC of the evening. I am PinHead on behalf of the Galactic Rangers. Hello. Hope you are doing well wherever you may be. May the beautiful light shine to you from where as you come from in the grand cosmos. Know you are loved. Know I am here to love you. My mission tonight is to answer 10 questions. Pariti Raj, greetings. I am doing quite well, human. Hope you are doing fine in your own aspects. When will Jay reply to you? Hello. It might be again for you, friend, but it's a brand new day for me. Same body, though. Same words, different frequencies. Wonder if you can pick that up, human. Okay. Pariti Raj. When will Jay respond to you? Okay. The answer is most likely during Thanksgiving or a large holiday ceremony, some form of communal gathering, a birthday party, some form of gathering is when we'll reach out. They will find a mutual friend and reach out to you. Know that you are heading in the right direction. The more you work on yourself, the more light you bring into yourself and the world around you, the more that this person will be drawn to you. Animate the inabimate. Take what was used for one purpose and use it for something else. You are a powerful light. Keep being your light, and this person will respond to you most likely by the end of December, but probably more so November is what I see. Love yourself, friend. The more you can love yourself, love your flow, love everything about your life, and give that to you, and give that to yourself on a daily basis, the more that this person, Jay, will be drawn to love you back, friend. Keep loving, keep being, and keep shooting those light blasts. Everyone does it in a different way. Yes, I will answer your question, friend. Ask, and I will answer. On behalf of myself, PinHead, and all of the Galactic Rangers, wishing you control of the light in the darkness. Even if you drop it, will always land back where it needs to be. What does she tell her friends about you? And what do her friends tell her about you? Okay. So you can tell me when to stop, or I will stop when the spirits tell me when. What does she tell her friends about you? What do her friends tell her about you? Okay. Two similar but different questions. Beautiful, beautiful human questions. Greetings and gratitude to all entities viewing now or in the future. Okay, so I see these as two different questions, so I will pull two different sets of 3 cards. First part, what she tells her friends about you is that you're a very thoughtful person. You are usually mental instead of physical. You create your reality through thought. You have many different personality traits. You are chimera. You bring together the lion, the elk, and the wolf all together in one energy. You're very powerful, but you are being manipulated by the COVID outbreak. This pandemic is affecting your life in a way that is very noticeable, and she is telling them that the pandemic is affecting you, but you are a very loving and thoughtful person who's unlike anyone who has ever existed. That's what she tells people, and what her friends are telling them about you is that she should cancel you. They're not supportive of this relationship. They're saying that it should be canceled, but she's not listening. She's not listening to any of these things that they're saying because she knows what's true and they don't. They say that you don't care about the community, that you only care about yourself, and that you are going to cancel any positive things. They tell her that you are controlled by ghosts, that this negative spirits dominate and control you. These are not true. These friends don't know you. They don't understand who you are, but she does. She totally does. And she sees you for the powerful person you are, and she tells everyone that, where other people can't see you. So they tell her false things. She doesn't listen, friend. She knows who you are. She knows you are a powerful chimera creator being, and nothing will ever change her opinion of that. No words that anyone will ever say. But the friends are not supportive. I hope that answers for you. Very powerful human. Yes, she believes in you, she supports you, and she focuses on you. She doesn't listen to what these other people got to say. Because it's nothing true. They don't know nothing. I'm not used to having hair. Feels good, friends. I am non-corporeal flesh, no flesh entity. I exist as a telepathic frequency force of the Rangers of Light. I exist. I can create a form if I choose, but I like working with other forms. The hair and the nostrils and the eyesight are something that's new to me, and I am experiencing the most out of the carnal physical sensations that I generally do not experience on my plane of reality. And I'm grateful to be here. I will drink the earth tonic known as tea. Okay, I don't see any questions, so I'm just going to start giving out information for anybody viewing now or in the future. You have enough love. You have the love. Just open up to it. Do not close yourself to all the beautiful love that is already present in your life. You have friends, you have family, you have colleagues, you have strangers who powerfully care about you. Know this. Believe this and embrace it. Know that the moon, the shadows, the phases, the mystery, and the unknown forces sometimes are deceptive, but oftentimes they show us the transformation that is needed, the phases that we must pass. Don't let other people tell you how to be creative. Don't let other people tell you how to use your passions. This will only lead to conflict and strife. Go forth and be yourself in the way that only you can. And only surround yourself with people who both challenge and support you. People who will push you, but also pull you. Find people who will be kind and loving, and focus on those entities, friends. She does believe you. Hello, Earthling. Hope you are doing well on this powerful night. My favorite human showed up. Glad to see you here. The more you can love yourself, even when it's pouring, even when there's chaos all around, even when there's darkness, love yourself and know you can fly, know you can move, know you can develop, and know you're more than just your human body. You are cosmic love in a physical form and in a non-physical form at the same time. Focus on your consciousness, and you can always reach out to the loving entities because they love you as much, maybe even more than you love yourself. The more you love yourself, the more you can let other people who love you in. Greetings, greetings. Nikki R. Friends, ask your question. Choose 1 through 16 if you would like, 1 through 8. I can choose. There's more than that too. There's a lot of magic here for you all. The human Samuel is allowing me to use all of his decks and his body, as if you cannot tell. I am very happy to be here on behalf of all the light that shines, all the elves who see the light, for all the entities who don't have form, who choose to exist in the mind and in the hearts. I am the envoy. So you watched a seer's video on this platform, and she said that someone can steal your spiritual gifts if you don't use them. Is that true? Yes and no. Theft generally happens when something is not of value, is not being used, and another party witnesses it, and then because it's not being used, they feel justified in stealing it. This is generally how most thefts happen. One party believes that another party is not using something, and then that party takes it from the ownership party. This is generally how theft. But what this person is most likely referring to is called unconscious manipulation. The idea is if you are a seer, which means you can see things that others cannot see, but you deny this, you do not want to see these things, you do not like seeing these things, then someone else can say, hey, tell me about this, let me know, and they will be able to manipulate you subtly, subtle hypnosis, to allow those gifts to be transferred over to them and be blocked for you. You choose to lock the door. By you locking the door, you will show them how to open the door. But this can only be done if you consciously decide to turn off the power. By turning off the power, if somebody's witnessing it, they can see how to turn it on. Everyone has gifts. Everyone has abilities. Human, and I want you to know that deeply as I reach out energetically to you for a big hug. Your gifts cannot ever really be taken. Why? Because you are more powerful than these other humans on this planet. You are not like them. Your gifts are endless, infinite. If one gift is siphoned or not used out of fear or anxiety, another one will always show up. You have 5 basic senses, you have 10 non-basic super senses, and you have even more infinite senses. These are considered gifts. These are considered curses. These are considered mental illnesses on this planet. On other planets, these are just ways of life. Some individuals can hear things that others can't. Some can see things that others can't. But all who live in a unity mind know that each individual brings a unique frequency of gifts to the table that can be both taught to other people or in a 4th dimension and lower can be taken from another individual. The 5th dimension, no one's going to steal from you, no one's going to take from you. They're only going to give to you. Just like you share your gifts to others by just being yourself, they can also take them from you by you not wanting to be yourself. Yes, it's trickery is also, what's the human word? When the fake magicians, they're on stage, misdirection, yeah. It's closer to a misdirection, illusion instead of actual magic. No one can actually ever cast magic on you unless you believe that they can. But they can trick you or confuse you and misdirect you to believe that they are powerful, even though they're not. And this can happen by taking your gifts, by manipulating government control, surveillance, all this stuff. There's a lot of shadow on this planet, but no, there's way more light. Way more, friend. Here's an example that might work. So, on this planet, I have done research on what humans like to call cults, what we like to call, what we would like to call communities. The reason why humans call cults a negative thing, because they oftentimes are. One individual sets rules and guidelines for the rest of the group. They all must follow this person without fail. They must listen to every commandment of this higher person. But this highest person generally doesn't follow those own rules. They say celibacy, but then they rape people. They say, give me all your money, but then they spend it frivolously. This could be a cult leader. This could be a guru. This could be a spiritual master, a hierophant in some cases. Know that these individuals, they will give you power that you already had. Claiming that they're giving it to you, what they're doing is unlocking what is latent inside every human being. And then they say that if you don't follow the rules, they will take the power away from you because they gave it to you. This is false. But this is how they manipulate and control. And this has been done for millions of years on this planet. One entity achieves a high level of consciousness. Their ego makes them believe that they are higher than anyone who has not achieved this level yet. And because of that, they believe that they can control, manipulate, dominate, and puppeteer organizations. But the new type of cult is the occult, which means the hidden information, the hidden rituals, the hidden practices. In cultism, you are subject to the cult leader. In occultism, you are the leader. You are the follower. You are the one who makes the decisions. You're the one who makes the rules, and you're the one who changes the rules. This is what's going to become more of the future. And it is becoming now. There's more of these organizations forming. And cult is not a negative thing. It's actually a very beautiful type of horse. But no, that was a human joke, if anyone got it. Know that this concept of controlled magic and education systems will lead to a more civilized, with lack of a better human word here, a more nurturing and grounded way of learning that is not so hierarchical, pyramid-based. Yes, you can ask another question, friend. Do you want deck number 6 again? I hope that answers for you to the amazing moderating human. I hope I answered for you. Deck number uno, haha. Deck number 1, friends. Yes, as you can tell, I very much enjoy being in this human body. I very much enjoy having hair and nostrils and eyeballs. These are things that I generally don't have. I can create them, but I like hanging out with the humans a lot here. Only the magical ones, friends. As you can see by the title of this very sneaky video. Please share. Okay. What do her parents think about you? Oh, friends, I can tell you a whole lot about past lives. Why? Because how I operate, friends, is there is no past, there is no future. There is only the one now. Every minute, every second is a different view of the one instantaneous, never-ending now. So, 10 million years ago and 10 million years from now is all now, and I exist as a conscious entity in all time, in all space. So, the past life of this human body was a druid who was murdered by Christians. The past life of this spirit, which is PinHead, was a star that went I was a conscious star. I went supernova. After going supernova, I then decided to exist as a non-physical entity, even though as a star is still a physical entity. So my past life was of a star in a far constellation, never studied by the human technology, far away from the views of what humans know of space. There was a mighty, powerful white dwarf star that existed for hundreds of millions of years, had many planets orbiting around it, many moons, many nebula orbiting around this one powerful star. On one day, my consciousness decided that it has served its purpose, went supernova, created a black hole, and my mind consciousness then decided to take the form of a non-corporeal psychic entity. Deep in the vacuum of space, I emerged from the heart of the black hole as Thoth, and then began to transmit telepathically. I joined the Rangers, and I am a ranger that is here to assist all-powerful magical consciousness throughout the cosmos, wherever it may be. Okay, so the family, her parents think that you are in a slave job, you're in a cycle that will never get you wealth. This is not true, but the parents believe that you are at a dead-end career path and that you won't make enough money. This is, again, not true. They think that you might burn and cause pain and suffering to this person. Again, they don't know you, they don't understand you. They think that you are reckless. They think that you don't know what you're doing. They think that you will hurt people because you're not mature enough. They don't know you. This is so false. Everything that they think about you is based on half-truths, based on misconceptions, based on their own preconceptions. So, but the one thing that they do know is that you are powerful, that you are a magical alchemist. They don't understand you, but they know that you are powerful and they know that you are right for their child. But everything else, they're just assuming the worst. I hope that can answer to you. I love this hair. Can't get enough of it. Same with taste. It's a unique sensation if you go good 200 years without tasting anything. To the powerful fairy lily, you have shown up and you are loved. How does the spirit of the infinite universe think that you should communicate/deal with your toxic mother. Please, Fairy Lily, tell me when to stop so I can get the unique, fanciful fairy flower power into your reading. Magical individual. It seems, friend, that you always know when I decide to come in, because you are the only human who always shows up when I show up. There's multiple different spellings, but the Fae are the Fae, whatever you want to call them, however you want to spell it, however you want to pronounce it. They still are the same entities. On this planet, it is believed by the Irish and other very old cultures that the Fae are one of the three forms of the angels. We have the highest angels, and then the first level of fallen angels become the earth angels or the earth spirits, and then the lowest level of fallen angels become the demons and the imps. And they believe that all of these groups are tricksters and are not of light. This is, again, primitive information that is not true. The Fae, or fairies, exist on every planet in the world, in the universe. Every conceit in space, in the vacuum of space, there are space fairies. They live on molecules of dust. Understand that there is an entire realm of hidden entities, of hidden creatures, of hidden frequencies that we know nothing of. Know that, yes, most of the Fae are of the light, but some are not, just like any entity group. But if you are of the light, only the light will work with you. The idea is that on this planet, I just witnessed here, is the moth to the light bulb. So the moth, we would say, appears to be a symbol of darkness, seems to be a symbol of suffering. But the moth is also a pollinator, is also a symbol of development, of metamorphosis. So the moth mindlessly is attracted to the light, and then oftentimes swings around it and gets hypnotized by it, because the moth is of the light, but also of the shadow. And because of that, it can be drawn to it. But if it was completely shadow, it would be repelled, because that's how energies work. The Fae will only come to you in the form of light because you are light. The shadow Fae will not come to you. But if you're suicidal, if you're raping someone, if you are doing a blood ritual, if you're breaking the cosmic ethical code of the universe, that's when the dark fairies show up. That's when the evil, negative fairies come in. There is a media on this planet about the fairies. There's 4 fairies. 3 of them are good. 1 of them is evil. A princess is born. 3 of the fairies are invited. 1 was not invited. This evil fairy then cursed this child to sleep for a long time. This beautiful woman ended up sleeping. This dark fairy became a evil dragon and was slayed by a handsome, charming prince. And the kingdom was brought back into order. Let's get some sounds here. There we go. Okay, Fairy Lily, please tell me when to stop, friend. Start shuffling deck number 1 for you. How can you best deal with / communicate with the toxic mother? I think that film is called Sleeping Beauty. I may be incorrect. I'm not the best when it comes to the Earth media names. Sometimes I tap into Samuel's knowledge, but thank you for letting me know. I'm doing some little subtle energy casting. So, if any internet issues, I am sending magic to fix them. A little bit of gratitude goes a long way. First thing we teach the Rangers. So if those shadow fairies ever show up, shoot them with a blast of love. Shoot them with that love gun. Pew, pew, pew. And if they're of love, they'll take a step forward. If they're not of the love, then they'll take a step back. Okay, Fairy Lily, I feel compelled to stop for you. How does Spirit think you should communicate/deal with the toxic mother? Okay, so the best way that you can deal with this toxic mother first is to find your own space, to find your own way of doing things, and know that the more you can change, the more you will be a positive influence for them. The best thing to do is to just set boundaries. If you feel like this toxic energy is being brought to you or being pushed onto you, take your power and say no. I am my own person. I do not have to be like you. You brought me into the world, but it is my choice who I am now. Love this person and know that they have a lot of hardship. The reason why your mother is toxic is because she came from a toxic environment. This is not something she's doing consciously. It is incredibly unconscious. The reason why she is toxic is she is not willing to really see all of the powerful magic that she has at her disposal. Because of that, she is creating a negative process, a negative system that is really not beneficial to you or the family. The best way that you can deal/communicate is write down what you want to say. Write down your thoughts once or twice or maybe 5 times and get it to the level that you want to and then share it. Write down what you want to say multiple times and then send letters. It seems like they will communicate better written than spoken. Because when something is written, you can go back to it multiple times. If you don't completely understand it, you can read it and read it again and then really get it. So the best way you can communicate is through written word instead of spoken word. It seems like that will be better for the toxic person, and it's something that they can look back to weeks, months, years later and see their own child calling them out for toxic behavior, which will, in a loving way, in a supportive way. You can call someone out saying, hey, I think you're hurting yourself. I love you and I don't want to see that anymore. And you can call someone out and say, you're wrong, you're doing it wrong, you're not good enough, you need to change. Well, that's not supportive. That's not really helping them. But by saying it in a way that, hey, I know that you have problems. I know that this is not easy for you to change, but I will support you in this change. If you support me, asking for you to change. Just communicate, write it down. And here's a beautiful part of your human language. You know how words have multiple meanings, right? So, when you have a bunch of letters and you want to transform those letters into a word, what do? Well, I think you do spelling. If you are an individual and you want to make magic in your reality, You want to take something mental and create that mental thing into your reality. What do? I think you also create a spell. You cast a spell. What is a spell? Well, I think it's words. What happens when you write a word? Are you spelling? Yes. So, by writing words, by writing it down, you are casting a powerful magic spell by spelling out words. And when someone reads the words, they are receiving the spell or the spelling. So it seems like this mother will communicate a lot better through text, through written word, than through spoken word. But also keep your distance and set boundaries. Say, hey, these are my boundaries. These are the things I don't want to expose myself to. I care about you. I love you. But if you don't respect my boundaries, I have to respect myself enough to not talk to you. And most people who really are legitimately care about you, they will respect the boundaries. Even if they make a mistake once or twice, they will feel really guilty about it and want to change their behavior because they don't want to lose the connection that they have with you. But let your boundaries be known. Ishika, greetings, human. Hope you are well. I am doing very well. Having the 5 human senses. I'm going to keep doing some messages here. Please ask 1 through 18. Oh, 16, sorry. 1 through 16. There's 2 more secret ones too, but I don't want to go and get them. I like staying here right now, friends. I can get a little clumsy in the human body, so I don't want to tip over on live YouTube. But you got me here for a few hours. Okay, friend Ishika, what is your question? What is coming to you in the month of October, and then what is coming to you in the month of November? I will pull 3 cards for both of these questions, so I can give you the most clarity on behalf of the powerful monster of cookies. This blue fellow has a lot of kind information to share, so let's see what he got to say. What's happening? What is coming forward in October? Okay, then what is coming towards you in November? Okay, so first, there's going to be a lot of mentalism involved, a lot of thought. So in October, you will have a hard time creating, being passionate. Your passions will not be flowing as easily mentally as they have in the past. You will have to kind of find a new way to make your passions to go out and do. Not closed at all. Ask your question, choose 1 through 8. Beautiful human energies. Samuel's not here right now, but he's doing good. So, in October, you will really step out of your comfort zone. You will go out and make and do. You will go out and make and find new ways to be, find new ways to exist. If you spill anything, if you make any mistakes in October, if anything goes wrong, love that. It was meant to happen. Love everything and know that any mistakes, issues, problems, difficulties, they are there to show you that you are stronger than that you are going to persevere. In October, you will begin to master your thoughts and your passionate creation. You will not be afraid to share your passions publicly. And if any mistakes, issues, or problems show up, you will love them instead of getting angry at them. And then in November, you will come to the idea that you are wealthy. You will begin to realize that you are wealthy, you are successful, you are powerful. And you will begin to do more things that will prove that this is true. In November, you will create your art. You will have more time for art, and you'll be able to monetize the art you are making. You'll be able to monetize it and save your passions. You'll be able to find the time to save and know you can force the cookie into the piggy bank. Yes, you can save up even if other people think it's foolish. You can work on your own passions if everybody is telling you that it won't work. If everyone is telling you that you're wrong, that's impossible, there's no way that will ever happen, you're stupid. That's proof that you're on the right path. That's proof that you're right where you need to be, is when everybody's telling you you need to change gears. You need to change lanes. That's when you need to keep going forward. Because you are right. They might be right, but if you know you're right, then you know you're right. And Cookie Monster wants you to know you're right. Keep creating, keep making, and that's what Cookie Monster has for the next 2 months. By the end of November, you will be a very transformed person. You will have mastered of your thoughts about making money and your thoughts about creating passionate projects. And you'll be able to do both at the same time. Thank you. That's all I got is positivity. I love being here. I love being in this human body. I love communicating with all you individuals and to all the non-humans watching this now or in the future. I love you too, friends. I can see you, even if you think I can't. Friend, I can take any form, but I can show up in your meditations. I may not look like Samuel. I may look like what you want me to look like. But I can show up in your mind. I can show up in your dreams. I can show up in fiction. I can show up in nonfiction. But my energy pattern is usually the same no matter what happens. So the human is something higher, friend. But how can you actually know? You just know. And you don't doubt it. So Thresher Arc, please choose 1 through 16, and I will begin to shuffle your question. Yes. So how can you know that you're not human, something higher? You will just know. 1 is the level of confidence, the level of power, the level of understanding, and the level of creation will amplify. 2, you probably won't remember it when you come back to the human form. So example is what you are witnessing right now. Samuel, the physical human who owns all of these objects, who is possession of this body most of the time, is in my body which is nobody at all, far, far in space, and he's giving readings to other telepathic entities using my conscious form, while I am inhabiting his conscious form to speak to you. When this broadcast is ended, he has breathing changes, heart rate changes, a mild headache, incredible thirst, and a need to go to the restroom. These are all things that happen immediately, and it's overwhelming to the human sometimes. It cries, shakes, has to lay on the floor to ground to the earth because how intense the jarring change from being a fifth dimensional entity going right back to the third dimension like that. That's how you can tell you're contacting something that's not human. So deck number 13. So if you would like to contact me, PinHead, I recommend that you write me letters. You picture me in your mind. You visualize. You can visualize Samuel. That's fine. I work with him a lot, but I work with other entities on other planets. Other people on this planet as well. But mostly him. And this is scary and crazy and terrifying to the humans, or to any humans witnessing this. But I don't care, and I'm teaching him not to care either. Friend, you are no demon. You are the angel. So, I feel compelled to stop here at deck number 13. But you, everyone is a demon and an angel. We have both aspects. But if you are watching this broadcast, you are more angel than demon. The difference is, a demon is exclusively service to self, does not want to service anyone else, is nearly incapable to be of service to others. Where an angel is generally almost always service to others and has a difficult time being service to self. And the reason why you are attracted to darkness, but you always fall in light, is because you are light. So the darkness is attracted to you. Think of it this way. You are a lighthouse at midnight on a foggy shore. So surrounded by darkness, you are the only light source. You are needed to be the light in the darkness. You feel comfortable being of light when all there is darkness. I hope that answers your question. To give you more answers here, first is the Dark Magician. This is a powerful magician, just like you, who in Japan is called the Black Magician. People think he does dark magic. People think he's a conjurer, an evil magician. But what he is a protector of the light. He is a projector of the light. But he can only do this by working with the darkness. Know that the pumpkin, the king of the ghosts, the shadow, the darkness, the monsters, the zombies, the evil forces of nature can be used for good, can be of the light as well. Dropped one of the cards here, friends. You will get the admission to your dream college. Know that you will get into that college. And don't let others take from you. Don't let other people say you can't. Even if they appear like they're doing good, even if they appear like they're righteous, don't listen to them. There's going to be many people who will discourage you, who will tell you that you do not belong to get in this university. Know that that is false. Step into the darkness and become the light. This is the card that projects that frequency. behind this magician is sigils. Know that the more you learn, the more you educate yourself on the ancient magics and then the modern teachings, you will find the balance. You will get into this dream university. I recommend you start looking up what classes you will take, start looking up what type of materials you will be learning, and start doing a little bit of that now. Also, look up your own secret magic techniques. Look up sigil making. Look up secret symbols. And the more that you can learn modern, ancient, and in between, you will step into the power and become the most magical magician. I'm going to quote a song from Earth. When people say that your magic is black, keep doing what you do. By doing, keep pulling that rabbit from hat. Meaning, when people say you're evil, say you are darkness, say you are bad, say you are negative, what you're doing is still creating magic. You keep pulling that rabbit from the hat. How? Because you love the rabbit, you care about the rabbit, but you can bring life and light from darkness. The analogy, here's a hat. Inside the hat is shrouded darkness. A magical being of light reaches into the darkness, pulls out a rabbit, a being of light, from the shrouded darkness. Some people call this sorcery, evil conjuring. But what it is like you said, alchemy. Alchemical light of transmission. So, I hope this answers for you. You will get into this dream university, and you will become one of the most powerful magicians this world has ever known. You can be the dark magician who still works with the light and the shadow. In the tarot, this is represented by the high priestess has a pillar of black and a pillar of white. The chariot has a sphinx of white and a sphinx of black. Know that if you stand between the shadow and the light, you can see both and exist as all at the same time, just like the dark magician. There's no coincidences you showed up on this video, intended for powerful magicians. There's no coincidence that this is the cards that were drawn. You are no demon, but you are a magician, and never forget that, friend. And when they say your magic is black, keep doing what you do, keep pulling that rabbit from the hat. My father once told me it's going to be tough, but you gotta ride on through. I know it's rough. It's going to have to be somebody, so why not you? Same song, another quote. Now we're in the future, so mote it be. The light and the darkness are always the same. They're always connected one with each other. The yin and the yang, the proton and the neutron, are always the same frequency. The light matter and the dark matter are always connected in this third dimension of duality. When you reach the fifth dimension, all there is all. That means the light and the shadow is the same thing. But when you bring the light, it will always come in more, friend. Yes, this is beautiful music that is being played. I'm being told that this music was made by one of the viewers here named Demi Lee Fall. You can find that on a website I'm being told is called Bandcamp. Yes, Bandcamp. What type of energy are you consuming, friend? I got some earth tonic, which is referred to as the letter T. I also got this chemical mix of hydrogen and oxygen right here too. Ask your questions, friend. I am here for you. I don't know when I will be back, so ask the questions now. Very busy. I don't always have time. Samuel asks, and sometimes I have to say no. All food you consume is some form of energy. You are what you eat, isn't that true? Yes, there's quite a few times Samuel asked me to come on and do what I'm doing now, and I have to respectfully decline, meaning that I am deeply engaged in other missions, other transmissions, and other dialogues with other entities. But I'll make time for him when I can. But there is no time, so he has to make time for me. It's fun if you make it fun. I want to try something here. I've never done this. I'm being told that this is called whistling. I'm going to give it a try. It's fun. Yes. Whistling. I like it. Divya J, do you have a question? I would love to answer it for you. Amazing human aspect of the divine living on the Earth planet. In the year that is referred to currently as 2020. May your sight be also 2020. Can't get enough of it. Crazy hair. You would like angel guidance. I can offer that, friend. Is there any of the decks you would like, or would you like me to choose? Yeah, I'm not used to it. He doesn't have any down here anymore. He got rid of it yesterday. Still a little bit coming in. Okay. What do I feel compelled to? Yeah, let's go. Apologize to the owner of these objects that I keep dropping. I know I'm forgiven. The Celtic Tarot of the Heart. Okay, friend, tell me when to stop. And you would like angel guidance. What do the angels want you to know from deep within your heart space, friend? Okay. What do the angels want to tell you is coming in love? Okay. The angels want to tell you to find balance. Find balance in your life. Look up these 6 different symbols. I'm not going to tell you what they mean, but they're very powerful ancient symbols. Find balance in the different aspects of your life. Balance love, balance work, balance rest, balance action, balance thinking, balance time, and know that they all exist and they have a perfect level of the pie. Bring it all together and know that you do not have to refuse to see. When you choose to close your eye, when you refuse to open your third eye magic, you are missing out on a lot of the light that you are projecting. You will see shadows when you don't have to. Open your third eye, friend. You are really being called to. Also, work with your sacral chakra. Work with that part of you that is sacred. Work with that part of you that reproduces. Work with that part of you that is making. And know that your third eye can be open, deserves to be open, and just find balance. Find balance in everything you do. Sometimes it's time to act, sometimes it's not. And it's okay. Just know that everything will always balance out naturally, and you can just help with that process. You're really being told to stop refusing to see. Open that third eye and look around and see that infinite universe. Take that helmet off and see the sight that is closed. Okay, the reason why you keep seeing the sequence of 3s is telling you that the 3 aspects of yourself are merging. Your soul, your body, and your spirit, or your mind. The person who you think you are, the person who others see you as, and the person who you are cosmically. The creator, the son, or the child, and the ghost, the force, the echo that connects all things. These are coming in, these are bringing forth to you. The reason why you keep seeing this code is to remind you that you are one with the infinite everything. And that usually comes in 3s. So, Ishika, do you have another question that you would like to ask? And please ask your questions. Ask your question, Pinkie Pie. Okay, I see your question. What are CR's feelings/intentions towards you? Please choose a number 1 through 16, and I will answer that for you. So when you see those 3s, know that those are the cosmic aspects calling forth to you, calling in with you, calling around wherever you may be. Time for tonic time. It's a little people-y out here, right? There's a lot of these people that are watching in the future that we can't see. Thank you to all the amazing people watching now. Thank you. Okay, Pinkie Pie, tell me when to stop, friend, or I will stop when the spirits of compassion tell me to. You probably already know this, but I hear on this planet certain individuals talk about friendship being magic. I strongly agree with that. This is a universal concept. Magic is warping your reality through conscious action, and belief is a loose definition. So, having a friend, being open to that friend, and connecting to that friend is sorcery. I don't think the saying would be as popular if someone said compassion is witchcraft, but friendship is magic works a little bit better. Okay, Pinkie Pie, I feel close to stopping. But music is also magic. How can you humans just not always touch this stuff? It's crazy. Yeah, but it means the same thing as magic too, and that word is just openly used everywhere on this planet. There's multiple large corporations that claim to sell magic. But you are all powerful magicians. Okay, Pinkie Pie, I feel compelled to stop for you, friend. Woo! Powerful, powerful. Let me get your question. What are CR's current feelings and intentions for you? 1, they are deeply in love with you, and they intend to help you see that you are an earth angel, that you are bringing forth the highest, most angelic service energy to this planet. They want to show you who you are, an angel on earth. Their main intention is to remind you of your guardian angels, to show you that you are powerful and an angel. They know that they are an angel, and they want to remind you of this too. They want to be with you, and they want to share energies with you, and they want to continue to be introspective. They continue to think. They want you to master your thoughts. They want you to spread your wings and fly, because they know that they can be with you. They know that they are like you, and they like you very much. So, their thoughts is that you are a powerful earth angel. Their intention is to help you connect with your guardian angels. And they are working on themselves. They're introspective. Oftentimes they think and they don't speak. Where you speak and sometimes don't think. Or you think too much that affects your speech. They really want to remind you of how amazing of an earth angel you are. And I can tell you that. I see it. I can see your powerful wings. Can you? Know that you may not be able to see them with your 2 physical eyeballs, but you might be able to see them with your 3rd eye, your mind's eye, or your 4th eye, your heart's eye. But you have them. You are a very powerful angel. And I would like to say thank you for being a representative of the frequency of high, powerful magic light here on Earth. Call it angels, call it magic, call it aliens, call it whatever you want. It's the same frequency. It's kindness, support, and service to the all. Please, if anyone else has any other questions, if you've ever wanted to speak to somebody who's not human, now's your chance. I'm answering questions. Yes, you can be beautiful entity. Ask your question. Choose 1 through 8. 16. Choose 1 through 16. Do your angels have messages for you tonight? Yes, they do. They want you to know everything is perfect. You don't got to change a thing. You are already in perfection. Nothing has to be perfect. Nothing ever will be perfect. And you're as close to perfect as you ever get. Don't burn down bridges. Build them. Make connection with the people who are cruel. Give kindness to the monster. And by building the bridge, you will see much energies are coming in. I know it's hard to ask for help, but the angels want to remind you it's okay to ask for help. Asking for help doesn't mean that you're not good enough. It means that you're good enough to let someone else help you. Because you're not just taking when you ask for help, you're also giving someone the opportunity to help you. And same for the angels. They want to help you. Ask spirit for help. Ask your friends for help if you need it. And if you want it, it's okay. Asking for help is not a bad thing. And it doesn't mean you're not perfect. Sometimes the most perfect thing to do is to ask for help. And remember, nothing is ever truly perfect. If it was perfect, it would be boring. There's no reason to be perfect. It's just you're going to be perfect. Why do it if it's going to be perfect? The variance is where the joy is. You are powerful. You will be a mighty leader here on this earth plane. I see it in this now. You may see 5-10 years from now, but it's happening right now. You will be a very strong public leader on this plane. And when I and other non-physical entities decide to make contact openly, even more open than this, here on Earth, you will be one of the first people who gets contacted. You're already on the list. Yes, you can. Ask the question. Is CR going to leave the college? Is that the question, friend? Would you like a different deck? 1 through 16? Or I can stick with the same one. You are loved by more entities than could be listed in a million years. The power of Thoth is deck number 1. Is the question, is CR going to leave the college? Thank you. I will answer that next. See how crazy I can make this hair look. There we go, I like that. See, closer to the antenna. Wow, it's just a big old thing of hair. Okay. Will this person leave college? Yes, they will. This is not a good place for them to be. This college is a very negative environment, and they're learning that they do not need to pay large sums of money to gain information that they may never use. They are learning that the all-seeing eye is controlling and manipulating the education system on this planet. They don't like it, and they are going to leave this college because it's no longer serving them. But they have to find their passions. They have to find their own way to educate themselves. They have to find their own way to learn. But they will do the work. They will find the information needed, and they will do the labor that is required. They will see the three aspects: the person who they are, the person who others see them as, and the person they will never know. They will be able to bring in the three aspects: the body, the mind, and the soul. They will leave this school because this is not where they need to be. This is a negative environment, and it is corrupt, dark, and all-consuming. Know that they will not leave you. They still are connected to you. They still love you very much, and you have a lot of magic to share with them. They will not leave you, but they will focus on making money now instead of educating to make money later. They will start doing more jobs now. They will have less time for you, but they still will make time to be with you. They still care about you, and they still deeply and infinitely love you. Know that this is not just a normal earth love. They love you and the you that you are on every planet, in any time, in anywhere in space. You are existing in multiple planets at multiple times at the same time. I know, I can see them all. And whether or not this person can see who you are on a cosmic level, they love it anyway. They love the evil you. They love the you in another gender. They love you that are made of spaghetti. They love the you that is non-physical. They love the you that is the darkest, evil tyrant of hate. Know that these are all possible realities in the infinite universe, and this person loves them all. Don't let your heart be broken. Know that this is not a good place for them. This university they feel like they're constantly being monitored. They feel like they're being consumed. They feel like they're wasting their time. They feel like things are terrible. So know that they love you. And yes, you will meet again. Yes, things will work out. Yes, you will be with them. But know that this college is not right for them. This college is hurting them. It's causing them pain. But being with you is causing them joy. So they're conflicted. Know that if you believe and are willing to do the work and willing to really put yourself out there, it will work. Even if they're not in college anymore. Let this person be the most powerful version of themselves. Know that they do not have to follow the rules. They don't have to be like everyone else. No matter what happens, love it. Love the 5 aspects of it. Know that it's growing, know that it's connected, and know that you will never be separate from this person. Your connection with them is incredibly powerful and will never be severed, can never be severed. You are connected with them way more than this one planet. You will be together no matter what. They believe it deep down inside. And I got you. What is the deal with your ex? Does he want? What does he want? Deck number 15. Shuffle to the 7th time. So what's the deal with the ex? What does he want? Okay. What he wants is to be grounded. It's to be connected. to be one with the earth, to share a deep connection with the magics, the mystery, and the infinite forces that exist all over the planet. They want to connect deep into the earth. That's what they want, and they want to do it with you. The deal is they want to make, create, and get all of these information that's in their head shared with other people. And they believe that you are the best person that they can do this with. They want to be with you. They have to take the mask off and let the bubbles fly. They need to tie themselves down and be open to what happens. They are having a lot of difficulty in their life, but they are drawn to you. Know that they will come back, and what they want is to create with you. What they want is to make art, music, creation with you, but also to make love, to have intimacy, to be connected with you, to feel like they're one with the earth and one with someone else. They care about you very deeply. Just know that you are more important than the relationship. The more you can love yourself, the more you love what's going on, the more you enjoy what's happening every single day and you get better every day, this relationship will get better. If you want it to. If you want to leave it as an ex, know that they will develop the way that they need to as well. It's your choice. You can either cut it off and let them do whatever they do, or you can be open to being part of their orchard and connect to them. That is your free will. I hope that answers for you. There's no need to be cowardly. Courage is not being afraid. The most courageous person who has ever lived was afraid every single time. But, unlike the coward, who does nothing when they're afraid, the brave person acts when they're afraid. They act when they don't want to, because they know they're more powerful than the fear. You have nothing to be cowardly about. You are the courageous one. Yes, I know a little bit about the human mythology. Just a little bit. I know some of the very powerful codes that are used here. This courageous coward dog is a very strong metaphor and spiritual symbol, and it is used on this planet. Before there was a cowardly dog, there was a cowardly lion, who Samuel works with as well. Yes, this is what I'm referring to, friend. The Galactic Rangers monitor all media that is produced on this planet, and any ones that hold frequency of light is disseminated. This is why we also know about the cowardly lion and the cowardly dog. We also know about the cat dog as well. Keep them questions coming, friends. I'll give Another 30 minutes or so here. And then Samuel needs to slumber. I can feel a little taxation, but we can keep going for a good another 30. Yes. Similar, but with a little bit more engagement. So, as non-corporeal entities, we monitor, but we do not make direct impact. Meaning that we do not deliberately make contact to most individuals unless they ask. But what we do is we can communicate through probability. So, these are 78 cards. After 3 shuffles, the sequence of 78 cards is mathematically 1 in, I think, 7 billion probability that this exact sequence of 78 cards has ever existed or ever will exist. Which means the probability, the different variations of orders of those 78 cards is in the quadrillions. And that's how we like to communicate. Directly. But yeah, we're watching. Lee Jones, the 3-eyed lion, says hello. I am PinHead, and I'm here to communicate, to learn, and to offer my time and services to the humans. I already did the 10 readings that I went out for, but I will continue to offer sessions in this now moment. Thank you to the powerful magicians watching now or in the future. Don't clam up. You're watching us too. It's not just a one-sided thing. You just don't know you're watching us yet. But you are. We know you're watching us, even if you don't know that we're watching you. Hope that can make sense. But at some point, the highest version of each human is capable of monitoring any person who are monitoring the human. You just don't know you're capable of doing it yet. Greetings to the bay leaf. The lion says hello. I am not him. So, to answer here, wherever you are, there's at least 10 different groups of individuals who are monitoring you. But each of those individual groups are being monitored by at least another 100 groups. Usually within those groups are some other aspect of the people that they are monitoring. Know that when someone is looking at you, even if you are not looking at them deliberately, at some point in time, you will notice them, even if you never are looking at them. The idea is, sometimes you know someone's looking at you when you have no way to know that. That is the monitoring. That you know that they're looking at you, so you look at them without looking at them, because you just know. Yeah, it's all numbers are meaningless. Every number is the same, and it's infinite. Yes, I am PinHead. I work closely with the third-eyed lion and the human. Giving a little infinite casting here for you all. To the bay leaf, if you have a question, please let us know. Lee Jones, if you have a question, you can let us know. Got to log someone at the door. Okay. Hopefully you don't trip over the log. Okay. Let's go secret language of light. That's what I want. It's okay to be sensitive. Sensitivity is very powerful. Know that the reason why the rose has the thorn is to allow the rose to grow, to protect it from prey, from accidents. Know that sensitivity that you feel, sensitive to other people, sensitive to sound, to light, to movement, this is okay. This is power. It is powerful to be sensitive. It is not weak. It is strong to sometimes have sensitivity. And it's okay. Keep expanding, keep transforming, and bring forth your Merkaba, which is your spiritual body. Two pyramids overlapping, spinning, creates a light ship in which the spiritual body can travel anywhere in the known universe. And it is also a way of expansion. Connect to the planet Earth. Connect to yourself as the soul tree. Let your angelic wings burst. Bring forth the cosmic energy down through you and down deep into the earth. Know that this beautiful planet loves and supports you. Just focus on that love. Focus on the love you have for Mother Earth. Focus on the love you have for others. And know that love will always come back the more you can focus on it. Okay, friends. See if any more questions show up. I'm holding Samuel's hand here. He's getting to the little end of his rope, but I think we can push it on a little bit more. But if I feel the collapse, then I'll stop it. But I want to answer at least one or two more of any forms of questions that are presented. I'll give a little poem here for anyone viewing now or in the future. As the star twinkles, as the pulsations of the distant gaseous body project its light, takes billions of years for the light to gleam to your eye. But when it hits you, you can feel the connection to the stars, feel the connection to the timeless void of the infinite space. You bring forth the star into your heart. Even during the day, some of you can still see the trickles, past the clouds, past the vapors. You know that even though you may not see these powerful stars orbiting far, far away, they have consciousness. They talk to one another. They play games. They laugh. They sing. They enjoy being, orbiting, existing, expanding, and contracting. Just like you. There's very little difference between that star and you. You are made of the same thing. Stardust is in your atoms, is in your DNA, is in your gray matter, is in your stem cells. That's the stardust. That is the magic of humanity. And that's what makes you a powerful magician, is that you can bring forth the power of the stars during the daylight. That's our poem here. Not all poems have to rhyme. We have some rhyming ones as well, though. Many members, such as myself, of the Space Cosmic Rangers, we like to share poems. I'll give one more poem here. Longing, hard to swallow. Past the brink, lost for tomorrow. Longing more, lost in the shadow. Feeling nothing but the endless sorrow. Knowing now, knowing past the morrow. Living fast, breathing slow. Feeling hope that one can know. Echoed past, the last of soul. Knowing more, the cascading falls. Pushing and pulling, rolling and seething. As it expands, it also contracts. As it leaves, it also arrives. And as you live, you also die. And as you decay, you also grow. In every grove, there is an insect. In every insect, there is a germ. In every germ, there is a molecule. In that molecule, there is a universe. And in that universe, you may never know, exists something maybe tapped into your soul. Maybe tapped to the point that may never be tapped out. Maybe one of the infinite exists within you and is always there when you need it. So am I, and so are we, one rangers of light, bringing forth the might that is your birthright. Thank you. Well, friend, that's the good thing about these videos. You can rewatch the replays. And I left little messages in here for any people viewing in the future, whether their first time or their 597th time. There will always be code left here for you. You don't have to miss me. I'm always here. I leave a lot of magic in these videos that oftentimes goes undeciphered. There you go. For the next time you watch it, you'll know what it means. Secret. It means love. See, most humans don't like my energy. I'm a little too alien for them. Samuel also has a hard time watching this. It's a little cringy, he says, to see another entity use his body in ways he doesn't generally use it. But I find it pretty enjoyable. I'm going to whistle a little bit more while I can here. So is yours, human. We, whoever monitors you, is you. And we learned a lot. and so do you. I think that's why we like seeing you here so much. We know you're not like these other humans, friend. Both of you, if you are watching this in the current moment now or deep in the future, you can be human, but you can also be alien. I like referring it to as the humane alien. They look like a human. They may sound like a human. They may even smell like a human. Doesn't mean they are one. Doesn't mean they're just that. Because you're never just anything. You're just always it all. So if you're drawn to the infinite all, to the mysteries, they exist inside you. You are the universe. Verse, vastness. You, individual. Ni, inside. Vast space inside the individual. What is that? The universe. The vast space inside you. The powerful inner sanctum of your temple of self. If you go down there inside, you might find one of my pins I leave for you. And when you find that pin, you will realize that maybe the pinhead was you the whole time. Or maybe, just maybe, you are more than just this human body. Maybe you and me are allies. Maybe we're lovers. Maybe we're the same. All can be true and all can be false. Every lie is half a truth. Every truth is half a lie. It is your choice which one is which. And sometimes you're wrong and sometimes you're right. And most of the times it's just perfect. Because it's imperfect. You got them chills, right? Glad to hear. Know that that's a sign of love. The love you have for yourself. All I can ever do as Pinhead is to just reflect the love you have for yourself. Okay. You got some questions here. Please ask them. Speaking of chills, the icy snow, the powerful seal, finds solace on the iceberg, has its horn, has its magic open. The powerful mighty seal creates the world with complete and complex magic. Yes. Heads or tails, what happens when the coin is spinning? Is it both heads or tails, or is it neither? There's a cat in a box. Inside the box is a poison that could be released by agitation of the cat. The box is closed. Is the cat alive, dead, both, or neither? Mr. Schrodinger decided that the quantum state is all and none. The coin, once it's spinning, is both heads and tails equally. This proves the quantum state of existence is more than that can be fathomed by the limited dualistic this or that, right or wrong, left or right, heads or tails, alive or dead. Those are third dimensional concepts. In the fifth dimension, Mr. Schrodinger was right. It's just the all. All possibilities are equal. Yes, there's an experiment that can be recreated with two slits and a proton cannon. The proton cannon would change how it will go through the slits and affect on a sheet of paper, based on whether or not it's being observed. We are familiar with the quantum mechanics of this planet. The string theory, the bubble theory, what other scientific theories and experiments that happen here. We monitor them. Yes, it is, friend. You are incredibly intelligent. You also most likely have connections to the stars, because in all conceivable and inconceivable universes, the cat is both alive and dead. There's no way of knowing what sequence these 78 cards are going to be. The moment that they get shuffled, once, twice, they're all different. It is nearly impossible for this exact sequence to be created twice throughout existence, throughout the multiverse. The probability is so high. Okay, friends, I can give you 10 more minutes. Is there anything you want to talk about? Any topics that you would like to be covered? Do you want information on any of these symbols? I can give them to you. I told Samuel which ones to put on this vest for me. That will amplify my frequencies. Yes, and usually there's about 12 to 25 zeros after those 4 or 5. Is the number of probabilities. But humans only want to think about 4 or 5 of them. They can't think of the other millions of zeros that are also probably there. But we believe Schrodinger didn't have to kill the cat. Or not kill the cat. That experiment could have been done with a lot of other things instead of a living animal. It's a very inhumane experiment, we would like to say. We do not recommend anyone recreates it. It can be done with 2 dice inside of a bag that is not being able to be seen. The dice are both showing 1s and 6s equally. It proves the same experiment. So yes, the mermaids are 100% real. Yes, they are. They love you, and they will work with you. Good for you that you are able to communicate with the individual known as Yule Innes, Samuel McGinnis, the proprietor of this YouTube channel. He works very closely with the mermaids. He's been working with the mermaids since he was a little boy, and he will work with the mermaids until the day he dies. Oh, they still exist, friend. They're here on this planet. They're in the lakes. They're in the streams. They're in the underwater aquifers. They're in the oceans. They are also mostly in the upper atmosphere. But because they live in these inaccessible locations, we believe that they are fake. We don't believe that they're real. But there's been many sightings, many encounters. So I'm going to share something that this human has created. This is a playlist of magical channeled meditations that he makes. Quite a few of them involve the mermaids. And I am bringing this up to you now. So, if you ever hear anybody talk about first contact, which means making conscious contact with a non-Earth entity, know that this has already happened to you. You've already made the first contact. Hello! I come in peace. I also come in pieces, too. Bigfoot is also part of the Space Rangers. There's multiple Bigfoots, and a lot of them have spaceships and are not just on this one planet. I just posted a meditation playlist to contact both the aliens and the mermaids mentally. And the more you make mental contact with them, the more you will see them in the physical. And yes, they are loving if you choose to be loving. The relationship you have with yourself will be echoed in the relationships you have with any other entities. So there is a playlist of guided meditations created by Yul Innes. Some of them I help him out with, but this is his passion. The human has a very powerful imagination, and he likes using it in guided meditations. The mermaids love you as well, friend. I'm going to post... I post the playlist here. So, here is... the first of a few mermaid meditations that have been produced by the Third Eye Lion YouTube channel. Thank you for sharing your zodiac signs. Know that you were most likely born in a lot of different signs, and there are many constellations that affect you. So there's the for mermaid contact. And then I will post one link for you as well, friend. This is a meditation to make contact with your space self. This is the self-savior meditation. In this meditation, you will make contact with yourself, and then you will be able to pilot your own space vessel. Oh, yes, this is a cut from shaving. The human cuts himself when he shaves. Not intentionally. Because you're becoming more and more psychic. Get a little up close. He got 3 shaving cuts. The reason why you're seeing it now is because me not being used to his body, I have opened the wound and now it's bleeding. So that's what you see. I just wiped some on the human's hand. So when he comes in, he's going to be like, what the heck? Yes, the Excalibur is real, but it's most likely metaphoric. So the Lady of the Lake was most likely a mermaid. King Arthur most likely did exist. I know for certain Merlin did exist. So did most of the members of the Knights of the Round Table. But Excalibur is more of a metaphor for a powerful mental. Arthur knew he was the king before he pulled Excalibur from the stone. The Lady of the Lake knew that Arthur was king when she rose from the water holding the sword. So, the idea is, you are royal, you are the ruler of your life. And by knowing this, by believing it without a doubt, then you are truly that. And this is the symbol of the Excalibur. There might actually be a magic sword from space that is hidden somewhere on Earth. We know that there's multiple weapons that of non-Earth origin that are hidden in this planet. This is part of what we monitor in the Galactic Rangers. Well, then you find the right channel, because there was a story from the family line that there's a chance that the person you're looking at, the human entity, might be related to Merlin. The family of McGinnis claims to have descended from Merlin. I feel the Lancelot though. But yes, the concept of Excalibur is very much real. Yes, those individuals most likely did exist, but there's a chance that they might not have existed on this planet, and that those stories come from a different world. Yes, we are, friend. We are all connected to the Arthurian magics. Everybody has magic in their blood. No matter how far back you have to go, some of your ancestor was at least one of your ancestors was a incredibly powerful mage that was either killed because they used magic and everyone else didn't, or died doing what they loved. But everybody has magic in their blood. There's no blood purity. Everyone has it. But everybody has a different type of magic. And yours, friend, is incredibly Arthurian. I recommend you look up Lancelot. You learn more about Lancelot. Like we tell Samuel, learn more about Merlin. Learn more about this mystical character that is oftentimes considered false. Look up that entity. Learn more about the spiritual symbolism, metaphor that he speaks, that he represents. And the more you can learn about this entity that is referred to as Lancelot, the more Samuel learns about Merlin, the more that you will tap into that blood magic that is already flowing through your veins. Yes, friend. What you consider fictional programming oftentimes are nonfiction used to control and manipulate people to believe that they are fake so that they can use them and you can't. So, if the show Charmed is fiction, this means that witchcraft, sorcery, and ancient magics are fictional. So, an individual such as yourself who believes you are magical, well, you can't be. Why? Because magic is fiction. They told you that since a young age. But Arthur, the moment he met Merlin, he didn't understand the old man. He didn't believe the old man. But Merlin didn't have to prove anything. He just had to be himself, and that's enough proof. You are very psychic. And you are talking about ancient texts of magic. I have one right here. You might recognize this. On a battlefield, there is Arjun, the greatest archer. Pulling his chariot is Lord Krishna, or Krishna, however you would like to pronounce it. And the Lord Krishna, the divine light of the Godhead, offered to the two roaring factions. One side, he offers his army. To the other side, he offers his guidance, his counsel. So the powerful family, they choose the mighty army. Arjun, he chooses the counsel of God to pull his chariot. Throughout this script, throughout this magical book, the human Arjun has a dialogue, a conversation with God himself. And at the end, he realizes that he was God the entire time. Yes, Arjun on the battlefield is afraid and nervous about losing the life of his teachers, of his family, of his community. These people on the other side of the battlefield, they are enraged. They're cruel, and they are in a negative, corrupt, evil mindset. Arjun is hesitant in shooting the first arrow, knowing how mighty his bow is. The divine Lord Krishna says to him that you are not your body. You will not be killing them spiritually, but you will be releasing them from their body and giving them an opportunity to reincarnate through the Dharma cycle. This is the first lesson that he must learn at the beginning of this script. I won't spoil one of the greatest stories ever told on this planet, and on any planet. So, before I go, I asked Samuel to select 4 texts that I know that exist on other planets, as well as this planet. So, first is this. This story took place on Earth, is about Earthlings, but has been shared on other planets. Other planets also are connected to the Godhead. Secondly, is on this planet, you may know him as Thoth, the Atlantean, the god of Egypt, Hermes, the god of Greece, Odin, the god of Norway. He has different names, but he is the cosmic thought. These emerald tablets may be about Earth history, but he talks about other cosmic entities and other cosmic forces. So this is another universal script. The next is the study of Greek religion. Know that the Greeks, what they considered gods, were mostly telepathic entities coming from other worlds. What the gods and religious practices of the Greeks were entities and spiritual practices of higher dimensional entities, and maybe some lower dimensional entities, such as Pan. And these are 3 of the scripts. So, first would be the Gita, is read on other planets. The Emerald Tablets are read and studied on other planets. And the Greek system of religion is studied on other planets. Lastly, is a book that is used throughout the cosmos. This is a book describing one of many, As you've seen this, Samuel also uses it. Any book discussing tarot. The tarot is a universal system of images that exist on every planet. Maybe the figures may change, the colors, the objects, the symbols will change, but the 78 individual nodes, individual frequencies, are the same on all worlds. So 4 books that you can find on Earth that we recommend on other worlds other than Earth. 1 is the study of Greek religion. 2 is the study of ancient Hindu religion. 3rd is the study of ancient Egyptian religion. 4th is the study of the tarot. So we recommend those 4 types of knowledge if you would like to connect more with the infinite information that is not just limited to this one planet. Things you can talk about when you meet the aliens. They know about these 4 books. Most aliens use some system of tarot. Most which you call the aliens have some Greek-related religious practices. Most of them are connected to Thoth, and most of them have direct communication with Lord Krishna. So know you are loved, know that you are powerful, and know that you are continuously growing and developing. You are loved and appreciated. I will make my salutations known. I will be back, maybe a week, maybe a month, maybe sometime in between. I don't know just yet. But you are loved, and look forward to seeing the lion in the next broadcast. Thank you.